similarly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. And he won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So South Carolina's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Quick strike complete. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Ford. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harbor. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They punted away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
There's a live football. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the turn, but what a play to get the football back. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big throw.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The inside handoff. Jukes his way for more. Oh, he's still got more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go.
He smashes his way through again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
To the air, it's Ford. Fears the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just take the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. Snap. in the end zone to give them 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Smith dropping to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's short screen. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Well, get there, a 4th down stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Smith wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Platt. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Razorbacks need to pick it up on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Ford. Fires to the wideout. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprint.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. 2 at him. We'll send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles. This offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. Turning it on! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Connection to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. To the air, it's Ford. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man.
Flying down the left side. The 30. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. Pass to touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Ford. Under fire. Skips away from pressure. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Stewart. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. He's taking it the other way. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Hey, and you're probably thinking, who the heck has that guy? The block right up the middle. The guy comes right near the center, comes through the formation, gets his hands up and gets the block. Somebody definitely missed an assignment on that punt.
Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. Going to take a shot on second and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
42 Spider.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to pound it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Ford. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. A handoff. Keep working on that clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Smith dropping to pass. Got the back over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing